Alright, next up, we have Tricky Cyrus making his third appearance. He made his debut in Tournament 18. Let's see how he does in Tournament 20. He failed the Kadari Swing Bridge last tournament. It's now 2 obstacles earlier than it was before. So, if he wants to get his revenge, he's going to have to get it 2 obstacles earlier. Alright, Tricky quickly through the butterfly wall. Nicely through. Alright, let's see how he handles the rolling hurdle. Alright, he's faced the Pokeball before, but not this rolling hurdle. He has very good control of the ball. Alright, and a good dismount and heading for the jumping spider. Tricky is gonna get into it for his 3rd time. 3 for 3 on the mount of it. Let's see if he can make it 3 for 3 for the rest of the obstacle. And he is. Alright, he's into the Kadari Swing Bridge where he failed last tournament. Ooh, got a weird swing off that first ball. Ooh, a little bit of lag there on that 3rd one, but he barely made it through. Alright, into the mix and match. He beat this last tournament. Let's see if he can make it through very quickly. 10 seconds left. He needs to get up this warp wall if he wants to clear for his 1st time. And he is! 4.7 seconds left, and that's 2 competitors in a row moving on to stage 2. Well done to Tricky Cyrus, becoming Spartan Sasuke's 40th unique clear. Yeah, he had a few close calls here on the swing bridge. He was able to get through the first one, but it's his 3rd one that he had a really close call on. He was able to barely scrape by. I don't know how he got a jump there, but he was able to get a jump there, and he is able to move on to stage 2 for his 1st time. Well done, Tricky Cyrus.
I have a feeling that I'm going to potentially fail this stage because there's a lot of... I don't like these precision obstacles, so like the wind chimes and the Maelstrom. But hoping I can keep it all together, and I hope I can make it to stage 3 and hopefully get far.
Alright, and that's 2 competitors that have attempted. 1 is cleared. Next up, the last of the competitors taking on stage 2 for their 1st time. It's Tricky Cyrus. Tricky Cyrus will have 75 seconds. How will the British competitor do? Tricky Cyrus, the super fan, is off on the 2nd stage. Through the new 1st obstacle and onto the drop salmon ladder. Gets a good mount into it. Tricky taking his time with each jump. He's picking up the pace. And he's gonna make the big drop down. Gets the safe jump nicely. Alright, Tricky looking into the wind chimes. Gets the 2nd one. Tricky was worried about this obstacle, but no problems for Tricky Cyrus. He's got plenty of time going into the double compressor. Gets a good jump going into the 1st one. Gets the jump into the 2nd one. And Tricky Cyrus onto the metal spin. Can he get through it like Vase? Gets the safe jump. Can he get the dismount? Yes, he can. Tricky Cyrus into the coil dodge. Tricky. Oh, he's going to take a more cautious approach with this coil dodge. And he's going to get through. Again, plenty of time going into the wall lifts. Looks like he's going to be moving on to stage 3 again. Tricky Cyrus, second stage clear to this tournament. Well done, Tricky Cyrus on his third appearance and his 1st attempt at stage 2. Like Vase, is going to move on to stage 3 for his 1st time. This is a very exciting moment for Tricky. And the super fan is going to move on to the 3rd stage. Will he be able to get far? Only time will tell. But now, it is time for him to celebrate this victory on stage 2.
Well, not too confident, because in practice, I did struggle on the cliffhanger a bit. So I'm hoping that I can get past it during my rail run. But also, in the back half, as you can see, I'm nervous about the pillar climb, the Iron Thrones, and let's just hope that I have the confidence to make it to stage 4. I think I might be able to do it. I'm ready.
What an amazing run to kick off the 3rd stage this tournament. Up next, Tricky Cyrus. This guy says he can get pretty far into the 3rd stage, but he's got a long way to get through on this 3rd stage. How will he do on his 1st attempt at it? This should be a very exciting run. It's always exciting to see someone take on the 3rd stage for their 1st time, because you never know how they're gonna do. If they get far, it's an absolute incredible moment. We just saw it from Vase. Could Tricky Cyrus follow in his footsteps? Alright, Tricky. Third appearance on Spartan Sasuke, his first on the third stage. On the first obstacle, the rolling dice. Tricky has been dreaming of this moment for a long time, and now here he is, taking on a third stage. Alright, Tricky Cyrus. Rolling the rolling dice. He's moving pretty slowly. He's angling himself to slow the dice down, and he's gonna dismount from the obstacle. Alright, into the Sidewinder. Alright, how will he handle this obstacle? Alright, he's into the second one. Looking into the third one. Got that one nicely into the fourth one. Ooh, almost comes up short, but he's quickly for the Sidewinder. Alright, onto the land bridge. He goes for the second ball. The third ball. Tricky doing pretty good on this obstacle so far. Can he beat it? Yes, he can. Onto the lunatic cliffhanger. Will he be able to follow in Vase's footsteps and beat a cliffhanger on his first attempt? Alright, he gets the first 90-degree jump halfway through the obstacle. He gets the second 90-degree jump, gets a safe jump. Now, hanging at the end of that fourth ledge, gets into the fifth ledge. Lining himself up for the big jump to the sixth ledge. Alright, he's taking his time, he's hanging really far back. Can he get it? Oh, just a very good safe jump on that sixth ledge, and he defeats the lunatic cliffhanger. Halfway for the third stage. Next up, their Curtain Clean Kai. He's quickly for the first corner jump. He's quickly for the second one as well. Tricky not wasting any time on this Curtain Clean Kai. Is he aiming for the final stage? Much like Vase? We could be in for a show if that's the case. Alright, he's into the new obstacle, the Pillar Climb. Alright, he's lining himself up. How will Tricky do? Oh my god, he's going to full send the Pillar Climb. What a madman! He is 2 obstacles away. Dude, he is putting on a statement here. He's on to the Iron Thrones. We just saw Vase get through it. Could Tricky Cyrus do the same? Are we about to see another competitor onto the bar glider? But he's got 5 very tricky thrones to get through first. Only one competitor could get through this obstacle last tournament, and that was Chumpy. And now Tricky is into the third throne of the Iron Thrones. 2 left to go. Alright, he's looking into the fourth one. He's got the fourth one. He's only got 1 throne left to go. Are we in for history? Tricky. He's got the 5th throne. He's still got the dismount though. He's not for the Iron Thrones left yet. But he is now 1 obstacle away from the final stage. Can he get into the bar glider unlike Vase? He's lining himself up. We are in for a show. Tricky Cyrus on the cusp of history. He's into the final obstacle of the third stage, the bar glider. He is slowly going through the bar glider. It is like the old pipe slider. You got a 8-foot gap in the middle that lifts you up. He's approaching it now. Come on, Tricky. He's going very slow on this obstacle. Does not want to make the same mistake Vase did. He's getting closer to the final jump. Tricky Cyrus looking to become only the 8th different competitor to defeat the third stage. He's at the end of the track. He drops down. The music stops. Can Tricky Cyrus make it to the final stage? He's lining himself up. Come on, Tricky. He goes for it! No! Tricky comes up short! No! He failed the final jump of the third stage and has descended into hell! Oh, Tricky, he was so close to glory, but he did not make it! Tricky Cyrus fails the final jump of the third stage. Going back to the Pillar Climb, he had an absolutely crazy technique by full sending it. He was so close to defeating the third stage, but did not get enough momentum for the jump. He came so close, but the final stage will have to wait another time.
No!
Oh, still good run, Cyrus.
I knew that it was going to be all or nothing. And I think I just didn't back up enough, and that's what caused me. I did use the technique from tournament 13, but unfortunately it did not pay off here. I feel happy with what I've achieved, and I will be back for next tournament. And then the next tournament, I will conquer that last jump, and I will get to see the final stage. No joke. I'll see you next tournament.
And that will conclude the landmark 20th tournament. 100 Spartans came to Mount Midoriyama in hopes to achieve total victory. Unfortunately, all 100 were defeated, but we saw plenty of success. 14 competitors were able to defeat Stage 1, the second most in the course's history. For the third tournament in a row, a new Stage 2 clear record was set with 9 Spartans on to the third stage. Although Petrol and Flame were able to reach the final stage, neither were able to get past the salmon ladder, and the giant tunnel remains unattempted. If there's one thing to take away from this tournament, it has to be the success of the newer competitors, with 4 of the top 6 Spartans this tournament making their debut as far back as Tournament 16, along with Petrol achieving first place. It is because of their success that a new rank will be made. Introducing the first 4 members of the New Stars. And they are Vaze. Vaze's career in Halo jumping is still young, but the kid has demonstrated unbelievable skill and confidence across all aspects of Halo jumping. Tricky Cyrus is a super fan of all things Ninja Warrior. His passion has evolved into a natural talent for jumping and is always ready to give it his best. Sonic Fan hosts his own course, Ninjas of Halo. Along with that, Sonic has shown incredible skill and is committed to performing to the best of his abilities. And finally, Petrillo Fan 4 has grown into one of the best jumpers in the current era. He has demonstrated absolute domination ever since he started jumping. His skills has brought him to the final stage, and there's no signs of him stopping here. Together, these 4 elite Spartans will lead a new generation of competitors. These are the Spartan Sasuke New Stars. And that will end Tournament 20. I'm RPG445, and we'll see you next year for Tournament 21. Farewell, everyone.